This is to answer the other question, which has to do with grammar and phonics. So right now I'm in the grade three, and I can also do that the same thing for grade one. Just want to mention that in grades K one and two, the principle of wonders is daily phonics, phonics on daily basis. So let me just make sure that I can see grammar integrated with the lesson on daily basis. How can I see that in the lesson, and how I can find resources that are directly linked to the lesson. So what I'm going to do first is the one of the easy ways to look at grammar and how does it exist in the lesson is to go to the weekly planner. And in the weekly planner, I'm going to select any of the units and the weeks. So in my case, let me start from the beginning here. And on daily basis, I have a reading for the whole class, writing for the whole class, and differentiated instruction. In the reading, you can take a look at what skills are going to be what skills are covered. So any phonics or any grammar will be found in the in this planner. So you can see, for example, here in this particular one, in day two, phonics are covered in the reading writing companion and its short vowel AI, and word families phonics again. Now, if I go to the writing, then I can see that I have my grammar lessons in there. So in day one, I have grammar, which is in the phonics book, and these are directly linked to the lesson. So in 1 week, I have one, two, three, four, five grammar grammar exercises related. If you take a look at the book itself, so now I'm in the book itself, you can see that you can see that in at the end of the shared read, where you respond to reading, there is a prompt that asks or that reflect and says grammar connection. So grammar is always part of what they are working, and this prompt is directly related to whatever they have, to the genre that they have been working with. If you take a look at the practice book, and this applies for all grades, in fact, if you take a look at the practice book, I'm going to go down a little bit to the table of contents and look at week one, unit one. So it starts actually with the grammar. Grammar. Week two, one, two, three, four, five. You can also see the phonics. You can see the phonics. And in grades one and K, the phonics will be maybe at least 4 or 5 exercises per lesson. So you do have that as well. Now, if you go to the resources themselves, you will find you can actually filter these according to the week, according to the unit. So you will always find all of these exercises in your once you filter. So, for example, I go to student sheets, I have a grammar sheet, and I have the entire grammar handbook as well. All of these are also much clearer if you take one unit, one lesson in the teacher guide, and see the outcomes and how do they state the objectives and the outcomes that are needed for grammar. Another way of looking at them is to go to the weekly standards, and in the weekly standards, you may also look for standards that has to do with grammar and link it. You will always find something that has to do with grammar. So there are a lot of ways where you can find out the grammar and phonics that are related to a certain lesson.